So, mate, welcome to my backyard kitchen.
Yeah, thanks for having me here.
This is my pride and joy. I absolutely love cooking out here over fire, whether it's in the smoker or over the pit or in the wood-fired oven. It's just gives food such character. You've got to mind my dog, Jazz. She's a bit of a weapon. She's probably going to try and eat anything you cook, and particularly if it's as delicious as anything I've tasted at the restaurants. Mate, what are you cooking for us today?
Today we're going to cook a barbecued pork neck. On top of that, we're going to be doing some wood-fired wombok, and then we're going to do a roasted shallot dressing over the top of that.
So, mate, let's get into it. What do you need?
All right, so first we're going to start off. So we've got our wombok here. We're just going to peel back a little bit of the green leaves.
This bloody rain.
I know. It's all right, as long as the fire stays lit. We're probably just going to roast a quarter of this.
Yep.
So we're just going to cut this guy in half. Well, all we're going to do is simply brush this guy with oil, put some salt on it, and get that in the oven.
There's some oil for you.
And we've got our hot tray here.
I'll just grab you some salt.
Just going to put a little bit of oil on the bottom there. Well, why not?
Oh, excellent. I'll put the salt there for you, bud.
And then we've got the wombok we're going to be sitting here. Just going to give this guy a good brush with some oil. Good amount of salt. Never have too much. So we're going to whack this guy back in the oven. It's pretty close to the fire, I think. So we're going to leave the skin on these guys. We're going to whack them on top of the fire here, and we're just going to kind of burn the skin and get a bit of a smoky flavour going on.
Fantastic. So and why shallots, bud? Why not red onions or brown onions? Are these just sweeter?
I find they're sweeter. There's, putting them on the fire, they're going to caramelise a lot better.
Yep.
They're going to catch more of the smokiness as well because of their size. Whereas
the ratio,
exactly. A red onion, it's a bit too big, and you've got to keep moving it straight over the flame. Dry long red chilies.
Dried long, yeah, I saw those. Hang on.
So we're going to get just a few of these. We're going to just crisp them up over the fire.
Straight on the fire. Fantastic.
And we'll just have to keep an eye on them, I think.
There's a set of tongs there on the end there, bud, if you need.
Cool.
Oh, you can hear that wombok sizzling already.
I know, that's great. We're going to get the paste ready, which will be part of the marinade for the pork neck.
Yep.
So we want the coriander root.
There's some roots for you.
We want the scud chili.
I love these guys.
Yeah. Garlic.
Garlic, yep, we've got some garlic in here.
Yeah, and we'll use a bit of ginger as well.
How's the ginger at this time of year?
I know, it's so young.
It's absolutely phenomenal.
We're going to make a paste essentially with these guys. Oh, and white pepper too. That's good.
So we normally throw them in a pot of oil, but that looks great smoked over the hot grill like that.
We're going to start making our paste. It's going to be part of the marinade. So we've got our coriander root. Look, you don't have to be too particular, but we'll just scrape it a little bit just to see if there's any dirt and get rid of some little bits. So what we're going to do is we're just going to chop these guys up here, the roots.
Yep.
And then we've got our 2 scud chilies.
And now the angle grinder.
Yeah.
It's just perfect. Just absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
The angle grinder, the dog and the rain.
We'll just roughly peel this bit of ginger, but you could probably eat the skin off this guy, to be honest. It's so young.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we got the garlic, the ginger, the coriander root, the scud chili.
Beautiful.
We're going to add a little bit of white pepper in there. We're just going to bang this guy into a paste.
So awesome the way in a mortar and pestle you get that, like, because it bruises and bashes as opposed to cuts, all of those essential oils, the smell and the greasiness, it's like just...
It's like pressing out flavour rather than just cutting through it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you want to pass me over the fish sauce?
Yes, chef.
So we're going to add a little bit of fish into here.
I think fish sauce on meats is one of the great things.
It's like it's aged.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like what it can do to almost any cut of protein. Yeah. Fish sauce is just, and for a lot of people they can't imagine putting fish sauce on steak or on a lamb, a pork, but it just brings it alive,
Like I do it even with like Western cooking. Like if I'm just having like a steak and general kind of, Aussie dishes or whatever, I'll always put fish sauce on it.
Yeah.
You have to. A little bit of sugar.
A little bit of sugar, yes, chef.
Not too much, maybe just that, a pinch or so.
Yep.
Cool.
Thank you. Want to taste?
Pretty much, so it's pretty strong, and that'll be good on the pork. So we're just going to take a bit like this. Cool. tip this guy up. And we're just going to put this all over. Just leave it in there for like 20 minutes or so. So now, while we've got the pork marinating, we're going to start the shallot dressing. So we got these two guys. We're going to also add some sugar, lime juice, tamarind and fish sauce. So we want to just cut the ends off the shallot here and leave one end intact. They should just squeeze out like that. We're going to smash them in the mortar and pestle, so we'll just give them a little rough chop. Just
bit of a head start.
Just to get them going. And we're going to just grab a couple of these chilies and we're just going to break them up into here. So now we're going to give this guy a bang. Alright, cool. So what we'll do now, that's pretty much where we want it. So you can see that's pretty pasty.
Cool.
Yeah, so we're going to add white sugar for this guy, mainly because we're just trying to add a bit of sweet. We're not too worried about that palmy flavour. So, and now we're going to add, we want a little bit of tamarind. This was what we started with.
Yep.
So we had like, so it's the beans.
Yep.
Like still with the seeds and the pods intact, but it's just the actual, you know, bean itself. So here is the difference. We've just added a bit of liquid, a little bit of tamarind to this guy, a little bit of lime as well.
Mate, there's plenty of juice in our limes up here, isn't there, buddy?
Oh, that one was juicy as. I don't even know if I need that bit yet. We've got the lime in there, so we've got the sour element, the sweet element. Now we're going to add the fish
sauce.
Fish sauce. So we'll just add a splash of that guy. Yeah, that's good to go.
Oh, yum. That's awesome.
Let's have a look. Oh, that's looking good. All right. So we'll just get a little bit of the marinade off there. Cool. All right. So that should be nice and saltiness. Here we go.
Right on the fire as we need it to.
Yeah, let's get it on in the rain. Why not?
The rain's not going to stop us, buddy.
All right. Cool.
So you're going to go some sawtooth.
Yeah, we're going to go.
Also called pakchi or something like that.
Patchy farang.
Pakchi farang, yep.
Yeah. Cut this guy in half like that. And I only do that just so I can make a bigger pile to chop it. Some people find this quite a lot stronger. I mainly like it because it doesn't bruise like the other coriander when you chop it.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of spring onion as well.
Yep.
So this is essentially just kind of garnishes we're going to chuck over the pork.
What else would you like? You got chili?
Chili, we're going to go this guy. So we're just going to do just a cup. Cool.
Beautiful.
And because we got it, we may as well use some lime leaf too.
Lime leaf, yep.
Yeah.
These are so tender.
Steak's getting nice and wet. It's hanging in there. Make a little hat for it. It'll be alright.
So that's us there. So now, could clear up slightly. Look at the way that wombok's collapsed now. That is like fantastic.
It's great. Slice this guy up.
Yum.
And then we're going to push this guy into here. Going to chuck a lot of aromats in there.
And as they heat up, I mean, you can just smell that already.
And we'll save that guy for on top of the pork. A little bit of shallot dressing in here. And then we're pretty much giving that a good mix. Off here. So we got our pork neck. Looking pretty good considering it was rained on a lot. Not much we can do about that. Slice this guy. Cool. Let's have a try.
Oh, the way that marinade's gone through the pork is fantastic.
Yeah, don't really need to do much, do you? You could just eat it like it is. We'll move this guy over here. Spread a little bit of this guy just over the top. And just kind of, just a lot of lime leaf just over the cut here. We've done what we could with the pork in the rain. So we got, yeah, lovely barbecued pork neck. It's been in the marinade. We got the roasted shallot dressing on there that had the chili smoking as well.
Yeah.
And then we've got the wombok that you can see. There's the other half of it that we tried to crisp up as much as possible in the oven,
Yeah.
which works great with all the smokiness going on.
I think that, you know, that juxtaposition between the crisp, even though it got rained on, but the crispness of that barbecued pork, and then the crispness of the wombok and those, you know, smoky roasted flavors. And I can't get over that dressing. It is so perfectly balanced in sweetness and a little bit of bite from the chili. It's truly delicious. I can't wait to rip into it, buddy.
Yeah, mate, get into it.